Protect your online privacy today at expressvpn.com/inside.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Tuesday. Today's story is about one of the things that gamers love most. Any guesses? Well, I'll tell you. It's something that most gamers have. Mobile phones. Right, Blizzard?
Nice.
And we've skewered you.
Yeah, according to an update on Xbox Wire this morning, Microsoft is bringing 100 plus games to your mobile device on September 15th, with some caveats. While this is probably going to be like massive for Microsoft, there are definitely some flaws here.
What do you mean? I always wanted to play Destiny 2 on a
tiny touch control screen. This is how Microsoft wins the next generation of console wars, Alana.
with not consoles.
2020, the beginning of the phone war.
Listen, we'll get to the crappier parts of this announcement, but basically, at about 6 a.m. Pacific time, the Xbox Game Pass Twitter account tweeted a quote saying, "If you've ever wanted to play Minecraft Dungeons while laying on your back in the middle of a field, socially distanced, of course, we have good news."
When I actually sat down and thought about it, I was like, that game is very easy to play.
So also on the topic of Game Pass, it is worth stopping to clear up some fake news that showed up earlier this week. Microsoft updated 2 of its social media accounts to remove the word Xbox from logos that originally said Xbox Game Pass, prompting a bunch of people to think that they had also dropped it from the official titles of those services.
I was actually very surprised by how much this blew up. When they changed this, everyone was like, they changed the names! Turns out they didn't. TechRadar got clarification from Microsoft that is not actually the case. A Microsoft spokesperson said, Xbox recently revealed a redesigned logo for Xbox Game Pass. While the logo is new, there have been no changes to the name of the service. It remains Xbox Game Pass.
I feel like I'm being told to stay calm in an elevator that's on fire.
Please stay calm.
So that's great, but tell me more about how I can play video games on my mobile phone. What is this new concept that roughly 2.2 billion people globally are already doing, with roughly 203 million of them in the US, according to TechJury?
Yes, the post on Newswire, written by Kareem Chowdhury, the corporate vice president of Project xCloud, says cloud gaming, as part of Xbox Game Pass, is the next major step in our ongoing vision to put you at the center of the experience, to give you more value from your games and membership, and to remove the barriers from play.
Usually, when a massive corporation says something about value, I assume that they're lying, but in this case, they did announce last month that cloud gaming would be part of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with absolutely no additional cost. That means it's $1 for your first month, and then $15 every month after that for access to over 100 games of console, PC, and Android mobile devices, and it includes Gold. I feel like I keep saying this, but it's a very good deal.
You're gonna want to drive off the lot in one of these xClouds, I'm telling you.
So Chowdhury continued by gaming.
That should say saying.
Nice.
That's the coolest typo I've ever written.
Wait, I need you to clarify. And he's like, no. Hey, just hang on.
I'm about to plat neck too.
So Chowdhury continued by saying, cloud gaming will launch in beta for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members in 22 markets to ensure stability as we scale the feature to millions of gamers. As we've committed to providing day one access to new titles from Xbox Game Studios as part of Xbox Game Pass, it's our intent to make those same games available in the cloud from the day they release.
How does it work? Where's the cloud?
Generally up.
I did see there was an artist that managed to create a cloud indoors. They did science, yeah?
Yeah, you can do it in a box, right?
I mean, Doc Ock made a sun indoors, so...
Oh my god, I love Alfred Molina. Anyway, they do make some explicit statements. They said They do make some explicit statements that would seem obvious but are still worth mentioning, like you can't continue your Gears 5 campaign while traveling away from your home console, or if a sibling or roommate is using the TV, you can still complete strikes with friends in Destiny 2.
They also mentioned a pseudo couch co-op, which is actually pretty cool to think about. Your friend could be playing Sea of Thieves on the TV and then you can boot up your tablet right next to them or whatever, which is really just going to start an entirely new generation of who gets to be player 2 for all the siblings growing up with xCloud.
It's worth noting that they're working on hardware to make that experience less crappy, though. They said, we're partnering with Razer, PowerA, 8BitDo, and Nacon to create all new accessories specifically designed for cloud gaming. These include different types of phone clips that adapt to a wide range of devices, travel controllers that fit in any bag, and exclusive Xbox branded controllers that split apart and attach to the side of your phone. You can also play with your Xbox One Bluetooth, wireless, and PlayStation DualShock 4 controllers.
Basically, the Nintendo switching the Xbox. Your tablets would act like the little Switch on a stand, and then you got your Pro Controller out. It's crazy how quickly that makes the kind of appeal of the Switch obsolete. It's just cloud gaming. Boom.
Yeah, Zach.
Look at you
yes,
go.
Zach.
Hang
Yes,
on, I
Zach.
can do it.
Hang on. You could have 2 people playing it at once.
Okay. I'm ready.
Do you think I can use my Joy-Cons on the side of my iPad? Oh, I'm checking my email. Wait, it's time to play Gears 5.
Sorry, boss. I'm too busy gaming on my tablet.
But not everybody gets to frolic in the fun field that is Minecraft Dungeons on xCloud, because this is where the news gets sucky. But before we get to that sucky news, we got some cool stamps we'd like to talk to you about.
Cool stamps you want to talk to me about?
As we all adjust to this new thing we call the new normal, we need to be smart about how we do business. Luckily, there is Stamps.com to make things easier. Thousands of small business owners have discovered the benefits of Stamps.com in the recent months. They've been able to keep their businesses running and avoid the crowds at the post office, all from their own computers. With Stamps.com, you can print postage on demand and avoid going to the post office. And you'll save money too, with discounted rates you can't even get there. Stamps.com also offers UPS services with discounts up to 62% and no residential surcharges. So that's what Brown can do for you. I need to keep going. Stamps.com brings all the mailing and shipping services you need right to your computer in the comfort of your home or office. Whether you're a small business sending invoices or an online seller shipping out products or just working from home and you need to mail stuff, Stamps.com can handle it all with ease. Simply use your computer to print official US postage 24/7 for any letter, any package, any class of mail, anywhere you want to send it. Once your mail is ready, just leave it for your mail carrier. Schedule pickup or drop it off in a mailbox. It is that easy. It's that simple. Okay, are you listening to me? With Stamps.com, you get great discounts too. 5 cents off every stamp and up to 62% off USPS and UPS shipping rates. Stamps.com is a no-brainer, saving you time and money. So right now, our viewers get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale without any long-term commitment. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in inside. I've used it, it's great. I haven't sent things in the mail in a long time, and now I just feel like I know what I'm doing. Boom, I got Stamps.com. So again, go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone, and enter code INSIDE.
So back to the sucky news. The Newswire post explicitly said cloud gaming with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate will be available on Android devices in 22 markets at launch, including Austria, Belgium, Canada, Czech Republic, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Hungary, Ireland, Italy. This is making it so much harder to read while you're doing this.
Slovakia,
Netherlands,
Spain,
Norway,
Korea,
Portland,
Sweden,
Slovakia, Spain, South Korea, Sweden.
If you only had one shot.
Alaska, Alabama, Arizona, California.
22 markets is not many. Really, it's actually not.
22 is low.
Yeah, it also excludes some of Xbox's biggest fans. Like, I don't think you guys understand Gears of War until you've seen Brazilian Gears of War fans. They'd be crazy and very passionate, and apparently will not be able to play Gears 5 on the go.
The listing also excludes iOS, which excludes a lot of Americans. Ooh, you don't want to piss off those people. They're monsters. According to Statista, 51.8% of Americans own Android phones, which is the majority, but 47.4% of Americans are on iOS. That's like 100 million people or so who won't have access to xCloud on their mobile phones.
I'm actually pretty bummed.
I'm not. I've got my Pixel 4.
It is unclear if the iOS situation will actually change when the service comes out of beta as well. They haven't commented on that. And there are a couple of reasons why xCloud might not be available on iOS right now, but Microsoft didn't want to. Definitely isn't one of them.
No, because it could, be just because of Apple's policy regarding betas. And Xbox did speak about needing to comply with App Store policies when they brought Project xCloud to iOS test flight preview back in February, which is basically how the App Store works. Things that are in beta have to be on their test flight preview program and opted into with limited functionality. The App Store does not publish betas under any circumstances, with the Apple developer website saying demos, betas, and trial versions of your app don't belong on the App Store. Use test flight instead. Any app submitted for beta distribution via test flight should be intended for public distribution and should comply with the app review guidelines.
Basically, xCloud, which is currently in beta, just straight up isn't allowed. If this is the only issue, iOS users can expect to xCloud on their iPhones and their iPads and their iMacs and their iWhatevers whenever xCloud officially launches.
There is also a second, much less likely option that I did want to address because people are talking about it also on Twitter. Apple does already have Apple Arcade. It's their own video game subscription service that launched in September last year, and it is maybe, potentially possible that Apple doesn't want nothing to do with Microsoft on their services since they'd be a direct competitor with a lot of money. But since Stadia app is available on iPhones, the beta thing seems like the actual problem.
Yeah.
I doubt it has anything to do with Apple Arcade.
The Stadia comparison is an important one to bring up here too, since it's the closest service to xCloud currently available on the market. According to ArTechnica, 1 million people have tried Stadia on their mobile phones, both across iOS and Android. That is somehow way more demand than than we might have expected.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be 1 million people.
I mean, I had the app on my phone and I never used it. And then the trial ran out.
Yep. It is obvious why Xbox wants to get into the mobile market in general, though, anyway. The next-gen strategy does seem to be all about throwing your Xbox Series X right out the window, or just not even buying one, and playing their games absolutely everywhere / absolutely everywhere else.
Also, according to Statista, about 3.8 billion people use smartphones worldwide compared to an estimation that there are just under 700 million console gamers globally. That is literally billions of people who could be playing games via xCloud on their phones in countries where nobody really owns consoles. Yeah, we get why this is so appealing to Microsoft.
It's also just that it's really easy to forget this when you live in a Western country, but mobile gaming is huge, dude. According to mobilemarketer.com, mobile games made up 60% of revenue for the global video game market in 2019, generating $49 billion in revenue and a profit of $16.9 billion with a B.
So the mobile market is predicted to hit $56.6 billion by 2024. So basically, there's a lot of money sitting on the table for whoever gets mobile streaming right. And it isn't even about trying to get console gamers to use their phones. It's about trying to get mobile phone owners, of which, again, there are billions more, to just subscribe to Game Pass.
Of course, as soon as one of us can get our hands on Project xCloud to check it out, we will let you know what we think. But right now, we don't have much of an idea of how it's going to perform or what latency is going to be like, other than some early hands-on previews.
TechRadar said xCloud struggles with faster-paced online titles and the connection occasionally drops out, but it can run at 7 to 10 megabits per second with mostly smooth image and streaming quality.
That is the biggest question, is what is it going to run like if I am playing Minecraft Dungeons in the middle of a field? Bummer it won't, in theory, won't work on planes, but
You can bring your GameCube on the plane. Can I plug this in somewhere? Can I use one of the TVs? Please sit down here.
I'm just trying to cube.
Level with me. Can I play this in the cockpit?
Let me get down and cube.
Dude, I'm on the last level of Super Monkey Ball, dog.
How do you know exactly what I sound like on every flight? That's crazy. I've never been on a plane with you.
What's up? It's me, Ohana Pierce.
Hey, man.
It's the weekend roundup. Now with a new camera. Rooster Teeth hooked me up. Sorry I'm in such good detail. I don't like it either. All right, let's talk about video games. You probably saw Microsoft's big games presentation this week for the Xbox Series X. Lots of stuff got announced. We got to see Halo Infinite gameplay.